Now, in this video, we are going to take up one more problem on projections of lines. So this is the problem number 45. A line capital AB measuring 70 mm has its NDA 15 mm in front of VP and 20 mm above HP, and the other NB 60 mm in front of VP and 50 mm above HP. Draw the projections of the line and find the inclination of the line with both the reference planes of projection. So this is the problem which has been given. So we need to first analyze this. So what he has given, NDA is 15 mm in front of VP and 20 mm above HP. So he has fixed the position of the point A. So that means he has given the locus of A. And the other end B is 60 mm in front of VP and 50 mm above HP. Again, he has given the locus of B also. Draw the projections and a line capital AB measuring 70 mm means he has given the true length. So always the true length will go into cut the locus. So that is the condition. Draw the projections of the line and find the inclination of the line with both the reference planes of projection. First we are going to analyze this. So first we are going to take up NDA is 15 mm in front of VP and 20 mm above HP. So when you look from the front view, we can see the distance above HP, which is 20 mm. And when it is projected, that image will going to fall on the vertical plane. So you will going to get this point as small a dash. Similarly, when you look from the top view, we can see the distance in front of VP. So this is this distance, which is 15 mm. When it is projected, that image will going to fall on the horizontal plane, wherein you will going to get the small a. So this is 15 mm in front of VP. So you got small a and small a dash. So we have fixed the capital A here in space. Similarly, he says the end capital B is 60 mm in front of VP. So 60 mm in front of VP, which can be seen from here to here, which is 60 mm in front of VP. When it is projected, that will going to fall on the horizontal plane. So you will going to get the locus of B here. So this is 60 mm in front of VP and 50 mm above HP. So which is the distance 50 mm above HP. So that distance is here. When it is projected, that will going to fall on the horizontal plane, vertical plane, which is 50 mm above HP. So we will going to get the locus of B in the front view and the locus of B in the top view. Now we know that a line capital AB is 70 mm long. So we know we have A and we have B1. So here, so what we are doing is, so with A as center, so taking the radius of 70 mm, cut an arc on the locus of B, so that you will going to get this line AB1. That is A dash B1 dash. So since it is parallel to, so since it is a true length, obviously that line has to be parallel to VP. So NDA is in front 15 mm in front of VP. So therefore capital B1 should also be in front of VP by 15 mm. So we got AB1 here. So this line is 70 mm long. And then he says 70 mm is also in the top view. So here we know 20 mm above HP. So capital B2 should also be above HP by 20 mm. So here with A as center, taking the radius of 70, cut an arc on the locus of B. So you're going to get capital A, B2. So this is small a B2. So this is the top view. When it is projected, you will going to get small B2. So a B2, you will going to get it here. So this is capital AB2. Because this is the true length in HP, so obviously that line should be parallel to HP. That means capital A is 20 mm above HP and capital B2 should also be above HP by 20 mm. So therefore, this line will be in true length in HP. Now we need to analyze, we need to get the front view and top view and its inclinations. So first what we need to consider is, first we will going to consider the front view true length. So which is the front view true length? Capital A B1. So that means when you write the top view for this, you will going to get small AB1 here. So this is the line which is in true length. So in other words, if I take the front view line which is in true length, obviously that line should be parallel to XY in the top view. So we can see NDA is 15 mm in front of VP and NB1 is also 15 mm in front of VP. Therefore, AB1 is the one which is parallel to VP. Since AB1 is parallel to VP, therefore A dash B1 dash is in true length. Similarly, you can see in 3D directly where AB1 is the top view and capital AB1 is the front view which is in true length. Now we need to write the top view now. to write the top view, so AB1 is the one which will be here in the top view, but actually B is the locus of B is here, which is in front of VP by 60 mm. So with A as center, taking the radius of AB1, capital AB1, you rotate it such that B1 will going to cut the locus of B in the top view here. So that means when it is projected in the top view, that will going to come and touches this point here, which is small b. So in other words, when you are rotating in space, the image in the horizontal plane also gets rotated. So that means small AB1, if A as center, taking the radius of AB1, you are rotating and make it such that it will going to touch the locus of B in the top view. So you are going to get small b and join AB with a dark line. So this is how you will be able to get the top view, and you identify that angle as beta. That is apparent inclination with respect to VP. Now similarly, we want to find out the front view now. To find out the front view, we need to take the top view true length. Which is the top view true length? Capital AB2 is the top view true length. When it is projected onto the top view, so it will go to get small AB2. Now we know that this is the line which is in the true length in the horizontal plane. If the condition of the line to be true length in the horizontal plane, obviously that line has to be parallel to HP. If it is parallel to HP, then only we will go to find the true length in horizontal plane. So we have the horizontal plane here. So to do that, where I will be able to find that whether that line is in true length or not, so I have to look from the front view. If I look from the front view, A dash and B2 dash both are above HP by 20 mm. Therefore, A dash B2 dash is parallel to HP. Since A dash B2 dash is parallel to HP, its corresponding top view will be in true length, which is the corresponding true length top view small AB2. So this line is in true length. So now we need to find out the front view. So we have A dash B2 dash which is above HP by 20 mm. That is the reason why it is parallel to HP. But actually B is not above HP by 20 mm. Instead it is above HP by 50 mm. So therefore with A dash as center, taking the radius of B2 dash, rotate it such that it will going to cut the locus of B. In other words, with A as center, taking the radius of AB2 which is in space, when you are rotating such that B2 will going to touches the locus of B in the front view. That means when you are projecting this will going to come and touches the locus of B here, so that you will going to get B dash. So join A dash B dash with a dark line. So this will going to be the apparent inclination with respect to HP, which is alpha. So now we will try to analyze by step by step now. So first we are going to consider this. So here, so first we will take the actual drawing. So we have capital A and B1. So it is in front of VP by 15 mm. And this is capital AB2, which is above HP by 20 mm. So you will going to get this line because we have 50 mm above HP and 60 mm in front of VP. So you got these two lines. So now when you want to rotate, or I want to find out the top views. To find out the top view, I have to look from the front view. You take the front view true length, and when you rotate such that the locus of B, which is in front of VP by 15 mm, has to be in front of VP by 60 mm. So with A as center, taking the radius of AB1, you rotate it such that B1 will going to touches the locus of B in the top view. So in other words, when you're looking from the top view, the image AB1 is getting rotated by an angle of such that B1 will going to touch the locus of B. So you will going to get the small AB, which will going to be the top view. So we can identify the beta angle. Similarly, on the other direction, if you want to take the front view, I have to take the top view true length, which is the top view true length, capital AB2. So with A as center, taking the radius of AB2, you rotate it such that B2 will going to touches the locus of B in the front view. So that you will going to get, this is the line capital AB in space. So when you are looking from the front view, the image in the front view, which is A dash B2 dash, is the one which is being rotated such that it will going to touch the locus of B in the front view. So you're going to get this as B dash and then join A dash B dash with a dark line. So that is what we have shown here. We have taken the top view true length. So since it is the true length in the top view, obviously the front view should be parallel to xy. So you can see that a dash b2 dash is the front view of the corresponding top view. So this is parallel to xy because a dash is above HP by 20 mm. So b2 dash is also above HP by 20 mm. But actually b1 dash should be, so the locus of b is here, which is above HP by 50 mm. Therefore, with a dash as center, taking the radius of a dash b2 dash, you rotate it such that b2 will going to cut the locus of b here, and you mark this point as b dash, and then join a dash b dash. So this is how you will be able to analyze this both combined and also individually. Now we will going to solve the problem by using the manual drawing. How I can do it? So first I will going to draw the xy line and you mark VP and HV. So then you take measure from xy line 20 mm above xy line, you draw a horizontal line, and similarly 15 mm below xy line and you draw a horizontal line. Consider any point on this and draw a vertical line. So all these lines should be thin, and you mark this point as a dash and you mark this point as small a. So this as capital A and this as capital A. Similarly, you measure the distance of 50 mm in above HP. Above HP is above xy line. From xy line, you measure 50 mm and draw a horizontal line parallel to xy. Similarly, 60 mm in front of VP. In front of VP is seen in HP. So from xy line, you measure 60 mm and draw a horizontal line which should be parallel to xy. Then you take the true length and consider any point. From here, you mark this vertical line and you mark this as a dash and you mark this as a, and this as capital A and this as capital A. Then you measure the 70 mm long by using the compass. You measure a distance of 70 mm with a dash as center, cut an arc on the locus of B so that you will going to get this B1 dash, and you mark this as capital B and this as locus of B. Join a dash B1 dash with little bit thicker than the xy line, so that will going to be the true length. Similarly, with A as center, taking this radius of 70, since you already got the locus of B, cut an arc on the locus of B and you mark this point as B2 and also as capital B in bracket. Then join AB2 with little bit thicker than the xy line. Then you draw a vertical projector from B1 dash till to the locus of A in the top view, because AB1 should be parallel to xy in the front view, in the top view. So then only that A dash B1 dash will be in true length. So with A as center, taking the radius of AB1 by using the compass, you draw an arc such that it will going to cut the locus of B in the top view, and you mark this point as small b, then join small a to B with a dark line. Similarly, you consider the top view true length. You take AB2. From B2, you draw a vertical projector to the front view such that it will going to touch the locus of A in the front view, so that both A dash and B2 dash both are above HP by 20 mm. Since this is the top view true length, obviously its front view should be parallel to xy. Therefore, A dash B2 dash is parallel to xy. With A dash as center, taking the radius of A dash B2 dash, you draw an arc such that it will going to cut the locus of B in the front view here, and you mark this point as B dash, and then join A dash B dash with a dark line. When you project B dash and B, both should lie on the same line. So then show the dimensions, and you mark this is the true inclination with respect to HP, which is theta. This will going to be the true inclination with respect to VP, which is phi. And this is the apparent inclination with respect to HP, which is alpha. And this is the apparent inclination with respect to VP, which is beta. By using the protractor, you measure the angle of theta, which will be 25 degrees. Phi will be 40 degrees. Alpha is 34 degree and beta as 45 degree. So when you are doing it in computer, you must get theta is equal to 25.38, phi equals 40.01, alpha equals 34.02, and beta as 45.36. So this is how you will be able to solve this problem manually, and also we can analyze by using the 3D analysis. Thank you.